As the Trump regime engages in ever more cruel and unconstitutional immigration policies and tactics, unexpected heroes keep stepping up, standing up in their communities, and stopping the efforts of the thugs at ICE in ways that have had a surprising impact. Let's start in California, where resistance is coming from an unlikely group: tow truck drivers. Yes, tow truck drivers. As ICE agents continue their aggressive raids across the state, often parking illegally while targeting immigrant communities because, I guess, like their boss, they think they're immune and can do whatever they want, local tow truck drivers have started striking back, not with slogans, but with hooks and chains in order to tow ICE vehicles. Take a look at this.
Yeah, should have got it.
Now, I could be completely wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure it's hard to kidnap people if your car has been towed. Just an educated guess. Turns out, though, that car was not movable anyway because its tires had been slashed, which, quite frankly, is not something I think is okay, but I'm also not going to lose any sleep over it. Look, it's very possible that the tow truck drivers are just doing their jobs. These vehicles, after all, are parked illegally, but typically that you don't immediately tow a car just because it parked illegally once, unless it's in a handicap zone or in a fire lane or something like that. Usually you give somebody a parking ticket. Whatever the case, though, we're very grateful that these tow truck drivers are thwarting ICE operations by causing these vehicular delays, which, by the way, are also exposing ICE agents and forcing the Trump regime to spend time and resources just to get their cars back. While online claims have been exaggerated that tow truck drivers are following ICE officials around rather than just towing their cars when they're parked illegally, we know someone who actually does spend her free time doing just that. This is Angelica King, or Angie, who documents her escapades on TikTok, alerting her following and anybody else who catches her videos where ICE vehicles are in Los Angeles. She publishes their license plate numbers and the vehicle identification numbers. Many videos show ICE agents trying to outrun her, making illegal U-turns, and turning down side streets just to throw her off their scent. Take a look.
They're trying to isolate me in fucking Swamp Street. Are you blocking me? Are you trying to block a U.S. citizen from going to her point of destination? Is that what you guys are doing? They're blocking me and everybody. That's ICE! That's ICE! That's ICE right here! That's ICE! Let your family know! That's ICE! It's ICE! La migra! La migra!
Okay, that's hilarious. But it's also brave. And remember, it's going to take a lot of people doing similar things. These small acts of resistance remind us that everything we do matters, even if it seems like it's not that big a deal. Because no matter how militarized ICE is, we can still mock them and in the process alert people to their malign presence. So who would have guessed that tow truck drivers and part-time tailgaters would have become frontline defenders of immigrant rights in Southern California? And this is a very important lesson to take away from this. The best form of resistance is when it starts within a community and people in the community come together, get involved to protect their own. It's also important to remember that ICE agents are not expecting this kind of resistance because, with masks covering their faces and the backing of Donald Trump, they think the rest of us are powerless in the face of their increasing cruelty and their increasingly violent, illegal, and unconstitutional tactics. But sometimes unexpected resistance can have more impact than anything else. Before we go on, these aren't politicians or professional activists. These are everyday people refusing to play along with Donald's authoritarian playbook. If you believe in that kind of resistance, the kind that's smart, fearless, and on occasion, unexpectedly hilarious, then support the kind of media that covers it. Please like and share this video and subscribe to our channel to keep this going. From West Coast tow trucks to East Coast dugouts, the resistance is everywhere in the country. In New York City, a youth baseball coach put himself between ICE thugs and his baseball team and told the agents to their faces, quote, "You're not taking one of these kids," unquote. Take a look at Aaron Bernett's interview on CNN with Yeoman Wilder.
They're armed and they're with labeled uniforms. How many of them? I can just imagine. 6 the agents.
6.
Come over to these kids.
Out of nowhere, it's like puff. They just came in, and it just was like a whole tantrum of, who are you? What are you doing here? And telling people, get back, and yelling. So I just told them there's one way into the batting cage and one way out. So I said, everybody get your stuff, get your gear, and go to the back of the batting cage. And I whispered to them, I said, listen, I'm not going to let them get through me. I said, if you guys got to climb this fence and get out of here, and, that's what we'll have to do. And I just said to myself, I'm willing to die to make sure that you get home.
So that they could get home to their parents.
I'm willing to die today.
That's America now. One guy, not a politician, not a lawyer, not surrounded with his own professional security guards, a guy who understands his responsibility to take care of the kids he coaches, standing up to a rogue federal agency that is going after our children and saying and believing that he would die rather than let those brown shirts hurt the kids for whom he is responsible, the children he promised implicitly to protect, even though, quite frankly, the job he signed up for was helping them play baseball. It's clear that Donald's tactics with ICE are largely retaliatory. He is sending ICE agents to blue cities with high immigrant populations like Los Angeles, New York, and Chicago. That is not an accident. It's largely because, well, maybe it's mostly because we hate him. As immigrants in these cities continue to face attacks from ICE agents, masked, by the way, resistance like this, American citizens standing up for their neighbors, their friends, their family, is more important than ever. And Mr. Wilder is right. Those ICE agents don't care about arresting people. I mean, don't get me wrong. They care to the extent that they know they have a quota to fulfill. But much more importantly to them is they want to make a point, and they want to make the rest of us too afraid to stand up for our immigrant communities. But guess what? Here's the other thing about blue cities. We're not afraid of you. There's literally nothing you people could do to get us to stop protecting our friends and neighbors from your despicable and cruel behavior. Donald Trump is well on his way to creating a police state in America with the help of elected Republicans, the fascist Republican Party, with a considerable assist from the corrupt, illegitimate supermajority of the Supreme Court. But that's not going to be enough. He cannot successfully do that if we won't let him. And, pro tip, we're not going to. Sometimes it seems that trolling the Trump regime is a really one of the most effective ways to get under Donald's skin in particular. And one TikToker is taking the trolling of Donald to a whole new level. This is Landre Vasquez, a comedian with over 830,000 followers, who just created a fake website for Terry's Tours, purported to be a company offering guided visits to the so-called Alligator Alcatraz Detention Center in the Everglades. The fake tour company, Terry's Tours, offers both basic and VIP tours to the migrant detention center in the Florida Everglades. So what's the gag here? Well, originally, when visitors tried to purchase tickets for the tours or tried to enter parts of the site leading them to merchandise or additional information, they were sent to web pages of various nonprofits that offer support for migrants, including the National Day Labor Organizing Network and Border Kindness, which is something that these Nazis have never heard of and certainly don't believe in. But when that rerouting ran into some difficulties, Lysandra got even more creative. Take a look at this.
A couple days ago, I created a fake website called terrystours.com. As you can see, Terry's Tours is meant to be the world's first adventure for Alligator Alcatraz inside the real America with a fictional character named Terry Lanier of Lake Lanier. Look it up. It's horrible. Anyway, so Terry's Tours, you just go on the website and you see, oh, it looks just like a regular website, right? Take me there. On this part of the website, you see that it's, oh, you can book a tour and you get a picture of Terry. Tell him Terry sent you. I'll tell you why I switched it in a second, but originally I had this linking to migrant resources, but that got complicated. So instead I shifted to have all of these links go to. When you click on the basic tour, what do you get? Oh, a photo of Donald Trump with Jeffrey Epstein. Then we go back, VIP tour. Oh my God, is that Donald Trump with Jeffrey Epstein again? Oh my God, is that Ghislaine Maxwell and Melania? No way.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah, why would we be talking about Jeffrey Epstein? As Vasquez TikTok gained traction, she amended the site to add a pop-up so that visitors could submit their emails in exchange for 20% off the fake tours. Vasquez says she has yet to decide what she will do with that email list, but she is obviously an incredibly creative person, and I, for one, cannot wait to find out what she decides to do. This is a brilliant way to troll Donald supporters while giving them a dose of the truth that has been kept from them by Fox and other propaganda outlets for years. Sometimes we have to beat these people at their own ridiculous games. We do not go high when they go low. No. We get down in the mud with them. We put on our metaphorical brass knuckles, and we do the one thing that they actually suck at. We mock them mercilessly. One, it's fun for us. And two, sometimes that is the most effective way to take down a bully. Please take a second and like and share this video. It'd be awesome if you could subscribe to the channel. If you're listening to us in podcast form, please follow us and give the show a 5-star rating because it really does help other people find our content. Thanks.